well, you see this pickup truck, it costs $80,000. People in America love their pickups. And says the way it's going to happen, it's just the way it is. It was an $80,000 truck, now it's going to be $100,000. And that's due to tariffs.
Now let's talk tariffs. We got Seb Payne here, we got Matt Talbot and Sarah Baxter on the line from stateside, and this is a new posting from Donald Trump on his Truth Social platform on tariffs, and this is what he says: "There's been another change. After speaking," says Trump, "with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico, I've agreed Mexico will not be required to pay tariffs on anything that falls under the USMCA agreement. The agreement is until April the 2nd. I did this as an accommodation and out of respect for President Sheinbaum. Our relationship," says Donald Trump, "has been a very good one, and we're working hard together on the border, both in terms of stopping illegal aliens from entering the United States and likewise stopping fentanyl. Thank you to President Sheinbaum for your hard work and cooperation." Seb Payne, I mean, you've been writing about this for the Times. What do you make of this latest twist?
I mean, it's really hard to sort of figure out what is actually going on here and what the strategy is, because Donald Trump said that tariffs was one of his favourite words, along with God and family, I believe, quite recently. So he's always seen the value in tariffs to try and address, as he sees, America's balance of trade problem. But these 25% tariffs he was pledging to slap on Mexico and Canada would have been completely disastrous, not only for those countries, but also for the American economy. And if you think about the American automobile industry, so many of their stuff has supply chains. You know, that there was a piece this week that showed that a Chevy truck that's built in America has parts that go backwards and forwards 6 times across the border with Canada, and each time you'd be talking about those 25% tariffs slapped on. And from the very beginning, this has been seen as a negotiating ploy to try and get something out, to get a win out of it, as Donald Trump likes to see. And that's what seems to be suggested.
A win to what end? I mean, I know it is said, there was Donald Trump and some of those around him keep on saying, this is how we raise trillions of dollars, this is how we cut an income tax.
He said that in Congress.
And even abolish income tax on the basis of tariff income, which is complete gobbledygook.
It doesn't make any economic sense at all. So, there's the economic problem of tariffs, which will just end up stoking inflation and ruining the American economy. And the fact the stock market fell off a cliff when he announced they were going to go ahead on April the 2nd suggests that. Then there's the political strategy, as you said, on is it a win for a win's sake, which seems to be what it is. But the latest news that he's now not going to have tariffs on any goods covered by UNESCO, which is what used to be called NAFTA. That's the trade treaty between the United States, Mexico and Canada. That will alleviate tariffs on most goods. And this whole bizarre period, you know, if you're a stock market trader, imagine trying to follow this and predict where it's going to go next. But I think it does confirm with Donald Trump, the only certainty is that there is no certainty.
Yeah. I mean, Sarah, so yeah, another U-turn, a backtrack, whatever. And there may be some relief that the tariff wouldn't bite quite as hard as it would have done otherwise. But markets like certainty and stability. And there's no sign of that, is there, Sarah?
No, there's no sign of that. And, you know, everyone has a plan till you get punched in the face, as Mike Tyson said. And the stock market is delivering its verdict. And I should add that Americans are heavily invested in the stock market through their pension plans, which start young. And they can see they had a very bad time under COVID. Things went really, hunky-dory for the last year of Joe Biden. And they have massively slumped again. So people are feeling poorer, in addition to the inflationary pressures that they're still suffering, etc. I think what did it for Trump is there was a Fox News report which had a car dealer talking to the camera on Fox News saying, well, you see this pickup truck, it costs $80,000. People in America love their pickups. And says the way it's going to happen, it's just the way it is. It was an $80,000 truck, now it's going to be $100,000. And that's due to tariffs. I can't help it. It's to do with all the parts that are going to go up by 25%.
Yeah.
And we know Fox News has sway. That report went viral, and Trump will have seen it and thought, oh, my God, what the hell?
Yeah, and just giving information that was perfectly, screamingly obvious. Matt, what are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I think it's when his words meet reality and the fact that there is always going to be a knock-on effect to the American consumer. I think he's also a man that's obsessed with popularity and opinion polls. And there was numbers that came out this morning in America in the Americans who support tariffs. That figure had dropped by 8%. 80% in an Elon University poll, no relation to Musk, but Elon University poll found that 80% of voters expected Trump's tariffs to increase his prices. So therefore, if you're a total devout MAGA Trumper, you might put up with it for a bit. But if you've got no money, you've got no money. And the other interesting thing was that 46% of Americans polled supported the tariffs on China, but 48% were against the ones on Mexico and Canada. And that's normally because they see China as an adversary, but they don't see Canada and Mexico as that. They see them as allies. So I think public support won't hold for it. And obviously the economics and the dollar in the pocket will speak louder for people than Donald Trump.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Well, the president did just put out a statement on his call with the governor, Justin Trudeau, as he calls him, of Canada. And he said that he was not pleased, as you said. He said it's not good enough. He told Prime Minister Justin Trudeau that directly. The call ended in a somewhat friendly manner, as the president said, but he's not going to stop standing up for the American people. And to answer your question directly when it comes to fentanyl, for the last 4 years, unfortunately, our neighbors to the north and the south, Canada and Mexico respectively, have allowed America to be a dumping ground, not just for illegal aliens, but for illegal, poisonous, deadly fentanyl, which is now the #1 killer of young people in this country aged 18 to 34. Through the northern border in Canada, in last fiscal year alone, there was enough fentanyl seized to kill 4.8 billion people. And that number is up 2,050% from 2023, the year before. So there's been more than a 2,000% increase in illegal fentanyl seizure at the northern border. Why? Because Canada is allowing that fentanyl to come to the United States. The president sees these numbers. He thinks about the lives that are lost. And everybody in this room, I'm sure, everybody watching at home, everybody across the country knows someone in our lives who has been killed at the hands of this deadly poison. There needs to be repercussions for that. The president feels very strongly about it. Sure. Well, the president put that in his True Social account, or his True Social post earlier today. He feels strongly that it would be very beneficial for the Canadian people to be the 51st state of the United States. They wouldn't be paying for these tariffs. They'd have much lower taxes if they were part of our great country.
On the economy.
Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later.
Thanks, Caroline. Just a question about China. 10% tariffs has already been implemented on China. Are you planning to do an
additional 10 above the 10?
This will be an additional 10 above. And is there, from the talks with Canada and Mexico so far, are you not seeing the progress that you wanted in order to
I don't see
extend
it
that
at all.
pause?
No, not on drugs.
Mr. President, the Europeans...
The drugs come in through Mexico. They come, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them come from China. And that's why we did that. It's 10 plus 10. In
10
case,
plus 10
was there
is fine.
confusion on that?
There was, sir, yeah.
Okay, 10 plus 10. It's a second 10. The British, they don't need much help. They can take care of themselves. So that goes on the 4th of March. And then on the 2nd of April, we have reciprocal tariffs. That's reciprocal, where we charge countries what they're charging us. And nobody should have a problem with that. We have reciprocal. It's reciprocity. It's something that I think everybody I've spoken to said that's fair, and it is. If somebody charges us 25%, we charge them 25. If somebody charges us 10 or 15 or 30 or 70, we charge them an exact like amount. And it's pretty simple. Well, all right, one or two more. The EU has been really very bad to us in terms of trade, and I'm a different kind of a president. I can't let that happen. Thank you.